If you could go back in time and give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be? Well, you know, apart from giving myself the obvious, the lottery numbers for that week, usually when people go back in time, they want to tell themselves kind of what not to do. Don't do this, don't do that, so you'll thank me for it. Well, for me, if I went back in time, I'd probably tell myself to do something. I don't know, try and do something instead of not doing anything. I'd probably tell myself to actually do something, because I was kind of lazy back in my teenage days. Are you gonna finish your Let's Play? Yes. What's your favourite match of all time? My favourite match of all time? I quite like the Shawn Michaels vs Triple H match they had in the Hell in a Cell back in 2004, Bad Blood. I thought that was a pretty cool Hell in a Cell match. But, yeah, I think that's one match I really liked of Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Hell in a Cell, Bad Blood, 2004. Although I haven't watched that match in so many years, so if I watch it now, I don't know if I'll like it as much as I did back then, or if I'll like it even more. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it and find out it's really not as good as I thought it was, but I like to think it is. So right now, that is my favourite match. Who's better in your opinion out of these people? Separate, not tag team. Jeff or Matt? Jeff. Only because he's more of a risk taker. He's just more entertaining overall, even though he doesn't have that. Even though he's not all that great on the microphone, he's just more entertaining. I don't know why. Triple H or HBK? You know, Triple H being one of my favourites. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but that's fine. I'm tempted to say Triple H, but you know, I gotta go with Shawn Michaels. He's definitely better of the two in terms of, you know, just all around ring presence and wrestling ability, the matches. You know, how long he's been around, all he's done for the business. Shawn Michaels has his faults, but so does Triple H. So yeah, overall I gotta say Shawn Michaels is better than Triple H. As much as I like Triple H. Taker or Kane? I gotta go with the Undertaker. Again, mostly because of the same reasons I like Shawn Michaels over Triple H. But Kane, I like Kane. He's a really cool person. I mean, he's just magnificent on the microphone. I love Kane's promos, but when it comes to wrestling, he's just a bit too slow for my liking. I mean, Undertaker, he's big, but he can still move. So I guess that's why I kind of lean towards more Undertaker more than Kane. Miz or Morrison? Morrison, no doubt. I can't stand the Miz. He's kind of the reason why I stopped watching Raw in the first place. Usually when a heel is a heel, you hate them, but you still want to watch them. But Miz, I hated him, and he actually made me want to turn off the TV because I didn't like him at all. I don't like his promos. He always has this stupid look on his face, like he's trying to be tough. It's retarded. Edge or Randy? Oh gosh, I gotta go with Edge because I've always liked Edge more. I thought Edge was always a bit more charismatic, even though Edge didn't really become that charismatic. Well, he just wasn't as charismatic until the year like 2005. He just kind of upped his game a lot. Yeah, ever since then, Edge it's been totally awesome. It's just, I hate how in 2006 he was kind of held down because of John Cena. There was a point where he made John Cena look bad, even though Edge was the heel and John Cena was the face. He was making Cena look bad, and so they kind of threw Edge back down to a mid-card after Unforgiven, which was crap in my opinion. But I like Randy Orton, but I gotta go with Edge. Are you familiar with the anime Ultimate Muscle or Kinnikuman? Or even the 1980s muscle toys? I don't know if there are any in New Zealand. These questions are because of a request I have made. I'm not familiar with anything you just said, so yeah, there are toys about wrestling in New Zealand, but they didn't really come very prudent until the John Cena era. And by that time I was kind of out of toys. I don't collect toys. I actually stopped collecting. I stopped collecting toys at a really young age, and I never cared for them since. So I know a lot of people like to collect toys, which is cool. I've got nothing against that, but for me it just doesn't do anything for me. Do you still watch WWE today? If not, why don't you? If so, do you think about the Nexus storyline? P.S. Your videos are awesome. Thank you. I don't watch WWE today. The last full episode of Raw I watched was the night after WrestleMania when Shawn Michaels gave his retirement speech. That was the last episode of Raw I've watched. Same with Smackdown, even though I didn't really watch Smackdown before that. Never given a damn about NXT. Actually, I did watch the first couple of episodes. It had pretty decent wrestling. But, I don't know, just kind of lost interest really quickly. The Nexus, all I've seen in the Nexus was them kind of just standing around being tough. That's all I heard of the Nexus. They didn't really grab my attention very much, but then again, I didn't watch it very much. I only like glided to the channels when I saw the Nexus, so I've hardly seen anything in the Nexus. Quite a few people telling me that Nexus storylines are good. Then there's about the same number of people telling me that the Nexus storyline absolutely sucks. So yeah, I don't know. Heard John Cena join the Nexus, was forced to join the Nexus. I don't watch WWE. Basically, yeah, that PG just kind of really just put me off. And just kind of how boring it was. It just wasn't as entertaining as it used to be. It's just, you know, that's kind of what the WWE became. Boring. I don't know, like every now and then I've tried to watch a Raw, but I've never really made it past like the 10-minute mark because, you know, it's boring. So no, I don't watch WWE today. I don't watch TNA either because we don't get it in New Zealand, and I heard TNA is pretty bad, so I'm not going to waste my bandwidth. When are you going to finish your Here Comes the Plane Let's Play? I'll finish it really soon. Thanks for asking. What's your favourite kind of Triple H? Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Big Heel Triple H, Evolution Triple H, DX Triple H, or Big Babyface Triple H? When I was a kid, I flipped over to, like, 1996, I flipped over to wrestling and I saw Hunter Hearst Helmsley Triple H there, and even back then I thought he was cool. Probably when Triple H left DX back in the late 90s and became his own, you know, he cut his hair shorter and he became a lot more serious. He changed his theme song. That's when, that was my favorite Triple H because he was just pretty much he was a complete badass then, basically. I think that's what a lot of people like Triple H as well. I also like Triple H back in the year 2000. He was pretty good back then. So, yeah, those two Triple H's are probably my favorite. The recent ones were okay, but, you know, it's just a time that he's kind of he's just kind of moving on right now. And if he comes back, I don't know how long he's going to be coming back for. So I guess if he does come back, I guess I might start watching WWE again just to see Triple H in his last run. I don't know. So yeah, the Triple H just before and after he won the title for the first time, and him in 2000. Those are two of my most favourite kinds of Triple H. Okay, next question is, have you seen ICP Strangle Mania? What are your thoughts upon it? I don't know what ICP is, and I haven't seen Stranglemania, but the word alone sounds pretty interesting. Do you think All Stars will be a good game? I don't know. I don't know much about All Stars, but it seems pretty interesting right now. It just seems like, yeah, it's just like WWE, but like, you know, exaggerated. You know, they're all like really like Hulk built, like, you know, not like Hulk Hogan, like the actual Green Hulk. They're all built like that, and when they do like a suplex, they'll jump really high into the air and slam down. It could be interesting, but then again, it could just fall flat on its face. I don't know. I'm hoping it'll be interesting. I'll test it out, but I'm not exactly holding my breath for that game. Then again, I haven't seen much about it. So, who is your second favorite wrestler? I know Triple H is your number one. Second favorite, funny, I've never really considered a second favorite. Which is weird. I don't know, there was Eddie Guerrero, he was pretty awesome. But second favorite? I don't know, I never really considered that. I guess it will be Ric Flair, because he's put on a lot of pretty cool matches. Ric Flair. Yeah, I don't know, I've never really considered a second favorite wrestler before. And, you know, not a whole lot of wrestlers go through my head when it comes to second favorite. It's just, yeah. Still, I guess there is no room for second place. There is no room for a second favorite wrestler. That may sound strange to some people. Kind of sounds strange to me, but If you were in the WWE, what gimmick do you think you'd have? You know, the most successful wrestlers in WWE, at least a lot of them, they've pretty much been themselves, except like Stone Cold says, they just turn the volume up to 11 or up to 10. I guess that's basically what I do. My gimmick would just be me, but just really eccentric. Because it's really easy to be yourself, and it's much more believable. People believe that. It's like when you have an extreme gimmick, like the Boogeyman. It can be entertaining, but you know, they just don't last all that long. But if you're yourself, then you know that always just seems to work. So that's probably what I do. I just follow that written recipe of just being yourself, as cliche as it sounds. And yeah, I'm really losing my voice. Except I turn my personality right up as high as it can go. So because that's basically what Stone Cold does. See Stone Cold in the ring, that's basically Stone Cold, but just exaggerated. If you were in charge of Smackdown vs. Raw 2011, what would you add? What would I add? That's actually pretty interesting, because I'd probably like to add everything that has to do with the Attitude Era, basically, like all the rings, the menus, the arenas, the characters, the soundtrack. I'd even put on those little WWF logos again. I don't know if the WWE can use those, but that's besides the point. I pretty much have an option that's a throwback to the Attitude Era that all the old wrestling fans would love, as well as the newer ones. Maybe we'll teach the newer, younger generation more about the older one. So, you know, just, yeah, that's basically what I do. I'd probably add in the Attitude Era. I'll probably add in the Attitude Era to everything that's already there. So, yeah, I'll probably even create a special storyline that is specifically designed from the Attitude Era. That's probably what I'd add. Yeah, not really original, I know, but that's what I do. What is the better show for you, TNA, WWE, or old WWF? What is the first wrestling game you have ever played? Oh god, this is embarrassing, but the first wrestling game I ever played was WCW Nitro. And I liked it. Back then it was awesome. I remember doing the torture rack with Lex Luger. I thought that was awesome back then, being a kid. Yeah, that was the first wrestling game I played, and I really liked it. I don't know if I'm going to review it, because, you know, it's actually worse than Thunder, so if my Thunder review is anything to go by, Nitro is going to be one hell of an angry review. Okay, last question is, favorite pay-per-view in 2010, not WrestleMania, and worst pay-per-view you've seen? I know why you don't want me to say WrestleMania, because WrestleMania is the obvious choice, and I don't blame you for wanting me to not choose WrestleMania, because WrestleMania is the obvious choice because of the match Shawn Michaels and Undertaker had. That was an epic match. But actually, I don't mean to disappoint you, but WrestleMania is actually the only pay-per-view I've seen this year. I think I saw the Elimination Chamber matches, WWE Elimination Chamber. I watched that and WrestleMania. Those are the only two pay-per-views I watched this year. I don't know what happened in the other pay-per-views, and people don't really seem to be talking about them. People haven't made a big deal about this pay-per-view, so I'm assuming that I really haven't missed all that much. This has been my very first Q&A video, and you can see my voice has given out. Well, it's giving out, which is why I couldn't make a video yesterday, because it was gone. Thanks for the questions. It's been an interesting subject to talk about. Yeah, more wrestling videos coming soon. Bye.